Hello, hello. Welcome back to Fallout New Vegas. It is a new recording session, and we were able to pick up where we left off with a crash save. Luckily, the game saved and it crashed. And I've changed my mind on what we're doing this episode from what we were deciding on last time. We are going to go up, pay a visit to the Boomers to do the quest there, and then we're going to go and get the eggs that are around this area. Oh god, I'm sober. What hell, fresh hell is this? Betsy! Betsy, carry something for me. Fuck! Boone! Cass, do you need some shotgun rounds?
Let's see what you got.
I don't have any. We're off to a good start. Boone! 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 I have ammo.
Not my strong suit, but okay. Yeah, you fine by me.
Here we go. Take those. Take those. Take those. Eddie. I want you to break down some ammo for me. Yeah. Oh yeah, sure, let's make some of that since we can. I forget what kind of ammo she used, so I don't want to craft the wrong buckshot by mistake. YouTube SCP-999-S42 says hi. Break down that. Break it down. Okay. Let's give more ammo to him.
Fine by me.
What kind of ammo does she need for her gun again? We're off to a good start this episode. 12 gauge, damn. Veronica. Alright, Lily, you're closer. I need you to carry some things. Oh, if you even can. Shit! We're running a pretty heavy inventory. Here we go. There we go, I'm not over uncovered anymore. Let's continue. Woo! Alright, starting episode timer now. Those first 2 minutes, those are a gift. Those are a treat. Just call you Site 42? I'm just gonna say S42 for short.
The Legion can count on that.
Oops, accident. Oh shit, not what I meant to do. Not what I'm trying to do. So yeah, it's a new recording session from the last episode for those of you on YouTube. And I definitely have an energy today. That energy is that I'm high on rocks. Basalt, specifically. Salt. Oh yeah, but so yeah, 42, you're new. We are pretty far in the game. We've done, I think, a majority of the quests. We did Old Little Blues and Honest Hearts. So we've done half the DLCs, I think. Because I think the only remaining DLC... Ooh, thank you for joining. It's also shared amongst me and my other content creating friends, like Mizu, who's a VTuber. She's been on a hiatus, though, because she's had stuff going on in life. Same goes for Doodle, who's an artist who's trying to become a VTuber. She's trying to rig up her own model, but life is busy. Life is hell. Why were we put on this world? Just to suffer. Okay, come on. Oh shit. Yes, this way. I'm trying to just take the most direct route to save time on the travel, because I don't like fast traveling. There's something dangerous here. Oh, it's just some coyotes and Legion Mongols. Oh, hi there, sir. I love this game, this gun. The best story of all the Fallout games is definitely New Vegas. the best DLC out of the ones I've played for New Vegas so far, oh God, because I've only played Old World Blues and Honest Hearts, I think I like Old World Blues slightly more. So I've talked about this in the past, but so I've always had a weird opinion in regards to Fallout. When I got into the Fallout series, the ones that were out were in 3 New Vegas, and those are the ones I played. So for this argument, I'm only going to discuss the Bethesda games, because the Interplay games are a whole different beast to tackle. But so talking about the Bethesda games, when New Vegas and 3 were out, my stance held pretty firm that New Vegas was the better story, but 3 was the funner world. The quests all felt a lot more zany. The world map I thought was funner to explore, because like New Vegas suffers from this issue of the donut. The whole map is a big donut that guides you down here, around, up here. And, you know, you're very much guided to follow it in a certain way. It never feels like you're exploring. It doesn't feel like you're exploring a wasteland in New Vegas. But 3 feels like you're exploring a wasteland. And I also generally enjoy the side quests in 3 a lot more. You know, Herald, the violin, the Wasteland Survival Guide. Like, the side quests in this game are great. And they feed into the narrative a lot more. But 3 just had it more of a goofy fun aspect. Across these 2 games, New Vegas was obviously the better gameplay. It was just the same game, but with all the issues fixed. Oh, right, this is where the... and that was how my stance stood with those 2. It's like, both of them were good in their own merits, and I really... Which one was my favorite was really just dependent on which one I had played more recently. 4 then threw a wrench in my whole feeling. So I'm going through bit by bit to like explain my thought process of how I've come to the point I'm at. I was hyped as fuck for 4, and when 4 came out, I loved it. And I will say, to this day, 4 is still the Fallout game I have sunk the most time into, and it is the Fallout game I find myself wanting to go back to the most. Fallout 4 is the worst fucking story in the entire franchise. Tactics and Brotherhood of Steel had better stories than Fallout 4. Fallout 4's story
don't need this right
fucking
now.
blows. Oh shit. Oh, good job, crew.
Trouble.
Shit, hang on, I hit the slow move button, there we go. What are we shooting at? Oh god. What do you mean by diversity? I'm actually curious because I've never heard that anyone describe elements of 4 as making up for it in diversity. Oh yeah, it is the most moddable game for sure.
Let's put this in gear.
Oh god, there's a new... Oh god, they're back. Why are they back? Please, hang on. What is going on with the slow-mo right now? Oh god.
All clear.
Why are they back?
That's the last one.
Okay, I think we're good. But, what was I trying to say? I think I just set off a booby trap. But, 4 had 4 also had, I think, the worst map of the 3 games. Granted, I have the bias of, I'm a masshole. I grew up in the region. But, like, it really feels less like a game world and more like a theme parkization of Boston. And, like, and that's a criticism I've heard echoed by other people. Oh god. People drip feed in and out on streams, they, you know, it varies. I've made posts to social media so people will join when they join. But, Jesus. So I'm getting all distracted from what I'm saying by all the crazy fighting. Alright, you guys got this. As I was saying, like, I don't like Fallout 4's map. It took some cool steps in that, like, it tried to create some biome variants in the world, but it just didn't go far enough to do much with those biomes. And I love that we finally got a dense city to explore. It's just, I wish there was more going on with the city. We need explosives up. You know, I feel like there's not enough going on in the city. Words. But it had two big advantages over all the other games. Well, really three. One was the settlement mode, because I just fucking love the settlement mode and I'm a whore for it. Most of my mod list is dedicated to settlement mode for Fallout 4. But the other big advantages it has, are just overall better gunplay. Like, the combat in that game is the best combat has ever felt in Fallout, up to that point. And still to this point in general, I'd say, actually. And the other thing is, I believe this term was originally coined by many a true nerd, but it's like he put into less words, something I'd always been saying. Ludonarrative synchronicity is the big benefit it has. So, to explain what that is, ludonarrative dissonance is a term in writing that is particularly prevalent in games. Ludonarrative dissonance in a game is when the story says one thing, but the gameplay says another thing. Like, a good example is Fallout 3. Fallout 3's plot bemoans the lack of fresh water. It is... I just realized my thing is... There we go. Like, the whole plot is around how there's no fresh water and people are dying of thirst and there's no water. But you as a player can get loads of fresh water from your robot buddy and then hand it out, no problem. Now, mods like Tale of Two Wastelands fix that by adding a survival mode and making water actually important for you, but the point still stands that in the base game, the story says one thing, the gameplay says another. Or, you know, power armor is always described as this thing that changed the entire flow of war. That it turned humans into walking tanks, letting them wield weapons they couldn't otherwise. But, like, in-game, it's just a boost in defense and some skill boost in the case of this. You know, nothing really crazy. But Fallout 4 changes that. Fallout 4 has ludonarrative synchronicity, in that everything in Fallout 4 works the way it has always been described in lore. Power armor feels different. It feels like you're a walking tank. You get a strength boost, allowing you to wield heavier weapons with greater ease. Death claws suddenly become so much more fucking terrifying, in that, like, you know, before fighting a death claw, it's just a bullet sponge. That's all that it is. But now they have this fucking ability to just, like, pick you up and slam you into the ground if you're not wearing power armor. You're basically one-hit killed by death claws when you aren't wearing power armor. And that's something I think Fallout 4 found the good balance of. Fallout 4's power armor is never game-breaking, because for the benefits it comes with, it does have a handful of drawbacks, such as needing the power cores and moving a little bit slower at times, and stealth is basically thrown out the window when you're in power armor. Fallout 4 made power armor feel like a tactical choice you make at times, and I love that. And the AI got such a good overhaul that again feeds into ludonarrative synchronicity. super mutants will charge head-on at you no matter what weapons you're wielding, because they're not scared at you. I've had super mutants run at me and fire a rocket launcher at my feet, because they don't care. They're fearless. Raiders will just run around and shoot at you with no tactics, but the gunners think. They flank you, they surround you. The combat AI, courtesy of id Tech,
I'm amazed that an outsider has
hugely overhauled the way AI behaved. And there's
It's
other
great to
elements
finally
of
meet
it
you.
that like make for
Hi there.
great narrative
It's great to meet you
synchronicity
as
that
well.
nothing else in Fallout
I'm glad
had.
you made it out here.
That being
You're even
said,
more stunning up close than
it
you were
still
at a
has a
distance.
horrible world
And
map
you're
and a
even more
horrible
handsome up
story.
close. Do you think it'll be okay if I
Anyway,
hang
let's talk
around
to
here
these
for a
people
little
real quick.
while, so we can get to know each other better?
Of course it would. I'll have you set up with some quarters with some of the other women.
Our guys put the monorail back to work.
I killed his girlfriend. Anyway,
Thank you for getting Janet to Nellis. I've never been so happy in my entire life.
alright,
Don't get blown up.
we came here just for that.
House is dead.
Anyway,
This time for good.
but we had a good conversation on the way. But so, when it comes down to 3, it has always been very hard for me to pick which game was my favorite out of 3, New Vegas, and 4. Because each one of them does something good that the others don't do as good. Like, if I was ranking them off of how good of an RPG they were... What am I... Hang on. Yeah, okay. If I was just ranking them off of how good of an RPG they were, it would go New Vegas 3, 4. If I was ranking them off of gunplay, it would go 4, New Vegas 3. If I was ranking them off of Overworld, it would go 3, 4, New Vegas. So like, okay, no problem. But it's like every single one of them had different benefits and drawbacks, you know? And that made it really hard for me to pick which one was my favorite. And it really did just depend on which game I've played most recently. And then 76 came out. And 76 changed everything. Because 76 did this magical thing. I'm probably going to repeat myself, by the way, YouTube crowd, when they get back if they ask. 76 changed everything. Because 76 does everything that Fallout 4 did right. And has the best overworld map in the series. And, as of the Wastelanders update, has a better story than 4. And a better story than 3. Which bafflingly makes 76 my favorite game. But also it isn't. Because of all the flaws 76 has. So everything on paper makes me want to say Fallout 76 is my favorite game, but I can't fucking say Fallout 76 is my favorite game. 'Cause it's Fallout 76! You can't... You fucking... What? You know? It's a whole thing. But what Fallout 76 made me realize is just how bad Fallout 4 is, with the glory of hindsight of it fixing so many of Fallout 4's mistakes. Which means that my favorite game is probably 3 or New Vegas, depending on my mood. Like, New Vegas is the technically better game, but 3's world and charm make it so just delightful to go back to, you know? And then we have the Interplay games. Fallout 1 is better than Fallout 2, fight me. Boy, this whole episode really served to alienate the Fallout community, huh? He likes Fallout 76 and hates Fallout 2? Big fan. Big fan. Not real fan. Alright, so... Oh, hang on. I didn't realize Bessie got left behind because we went in that tunnel. Good thing I realized that now. Bessie? Beth. Follow me. Oop. Okay. Alright, so yeah, we just have to go this way. Holy shit. Right around this corner. Okay, so we are actually making some good progress this episode, honestly. I hope SCP-999 is doing okay. The little goopy boy. Little ball goop. Little slimy creature. You know the meme of the white Vaporeon? I want somebody to draw a white SCP-999 for similar reasons. I'm gonna do things to that tickle monster. What is that? Oh, that's another crashed thing. Oh man, I love this game. Alright, since this episode's been mostly walking, I'm gonna make sure I at least get the Castor eggs before we wrap things up. I feel like it's the least I can do for this episode. Wait, have we been in this cave already once in the past? I think we might have been. Shit, I think we came here completely separate from this quest at one point and just never picked up the eggs. Let's fucking go. Bloodborn, I love that game. Yeah, we've been here. We already... Oh, right, Night Stalkers. That's right. We're not getting... I was thinking we were getting Castor eggs for some reason. Yeah, this is where the alpha thing of these guys were, right? Alright, so where am I going for the quest? Just up that way. Alright, yeah, let's just go get that. Even if these guys have respawned in the meantime, it's not like they're going to be any real threat. Especially with me having taken out the strongest. Hey, you old guy. I'm immune to your venom ever since Old Royal Blues. God, these things are pretty dumb, huh? Also, interesting that they lay eggs. It seems like they've taken... Oh god, that audio tear. They've taken a lot more reptile DNA in than mammalian, it seems. Alright, that was simple. Wow, Lily can follow me in here? Oh, no, Betsy's Lily's the super mutant, Peter Springs Dark Hero. Oh, yeah, 'cause it's NCR territory. Well, now I'm curious about Bitter Springs, honestly. Hey, guys. Oh, I love my posse. Posse. Oh, Aussie. Needs to be clear on that. I also love my pussy. But that's beside the point. I.e. next to my penis, which I call the point. Alright, you have a good night, 999. I'll see you in future streams. I always make posts to the Discord when I go live, so keep an eye there. It's a little sporadic. I know tomorrow I'm going to be streaming on my tabletop campaign Hero Infinite later in the day. Alright, well, either way, though, I think that for the YouTube crowd, that's going to be it for this episode.
All mine.
No, Betsy. Follow me. No, follow me. There we go. Yeah.
I guess old guys are tougher than we look, huh?
Scrap metal.
I guess old guys are tougher than we look, huh?
We got another Red Rock Canyon looking area, which is interesting. Anyway.
All mine.
Oh god, fucking so many of these things. Die! Your affronts to nature!
Can't run from me.
I think I got pretty good aim with this thing. I'm getting really good with it. I rarely hit my first, second, or third shot, but I usually hit my fourth and fifth. I pulled the trigger as he already killed it. Alright, anyway, hope everybody enjoyed this episode. Whatever. I think next time I do want to peek at Bitter Springs, because is that the only... It's a Forlorn Hope I also haven't visited. There's like a handful of places I've yet to visit on the map. I think we might get the perk for exploring the world space soon, though. Just for the sake of it. But yeah, hope you all enjoyed this one. Ta-ta for now. Radio New Vegas. Radio New Vegas. Play me out, Radio New Vegas. Mr. New Vegas!
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to me, Mr. New Vegas, and you look extraordinarily beautiful right now. You know, I think all news, whether it's good or bad, brings us closer together. Don't you? Good Springs has fended off a mob of escaped convicts after organizing an impromptu militia. This according to an old man armed to the teeth with dynamite. The news has been brought to you by the Vicky and Vance Casino. Vicky and Vance, be our partners in crime. And now, I'd like to play one of my very favorite songs for you.